All right. So welcome back to Lime City Winter Wonderland. We're back here with Dark Souls 3 with Suhar
Sular,
and
yeah.
Suhar. Yeah, and we got a pretty spicy run, guys. So it's gonna be sick. And without further ado, you guys go.
Alright, count me out.
Okay. Three, two, one, go.
Alright, so this run is reverse boss order. So we kill all bosses, no DLC. Um, but completely reversed. But
but not so
we,
completely.
we don't, because in this game we cannot do it completely, unfortunately. For example, this boss that we're going to meet in a bit, the first one. Um, we are able to skip him only in on console on 1.00 patch, so that's already a rip. uh, but yeah, more or less we're doing everything about the bonfire order, and we're just doing it reversed.
Yeah, basically like this boss has an item that even if we were able to skip it, the item is called I don't remember the coil sword fragment. Even if we were able to skip it, we don't even be able to leave Firelink Shrine. So like it's pretty important to fight this boss. Luckily, it's pretty consistent and like don't worry because like you're not gonna see many more bosses for quite a while, and we're gonna start doing them in the actual proper reverse order from now on. The fight
I al-
was pretty quick.
Not really. I had to heal,
And
but I always take off my S stock because of other categories that we just don't use it. But in RBO and any percent through any percent, we do.
yeah, it's very hard to like have manual carryover because this run is like so different in terms of routing from everything else. And basically, like while the other categories are fun, this one is the one that shows like sort of the most glitches and like ways the game breaks compared to other things. Oh, and by the way, like we are not doing the DLC bosses because like the only way that we have found so far to do a reverse boss order is on patch 104, which is the first one that came out on PC. It has like a big glitch that we'll see in a bit that allows us to do all the like movement that allows us to get reverse done.
Yeah, exactly.
We're here in the first area. This is um, High Wall of
Uh,
Lothric.
yeah. This is where we reset the most in the I think in all categories actually.
Yeah,
Um, because it's basically um there are a lot of things to mess up in this area. For example, we don't pick it up in this category, but I'm doing it for marathon's sake. And here, right here, I dropped down and cancelled my animation of picking it up. Um, and that if you mess it up, you just reset because it's early and you already lost like 20 seconds. Come on, you can do better. Um,
and
another
also
thing.
this part is super scary. These three
Uh,
guys are very hard to like. Sometimes they kill your run.
yeah, we call it meme squad,
Yeah,
and they almost killed me. Um, and we usually don't pick up this bonfire, but there is a pretty mimi glitch that we're going to do, and it's fairly hard. So I'll just do it for safety reasons. Okay, first glitch of this run, I think. I think
yeah,
so, yeah.
I think so. For
Um, this is called ladder warp. We cancel the animation. Oh, we
you
cancel
need
the animation of getting up to ladder, and that saves our position basically. It doesn't think the game thinks we're on ladder. Come on. And that makes it so when we quit out, it will spawn us. Come on, bro.
Yeah, the guy has to cooperate. I
Yeah,
can explain it if you wanna
yeah, sure.
focus on the guy. So basically, like what happens is like we get hit, and in sort of the same couple of frames, we touch the ladder. So basically, what this does is the game thinks that we are actually on the ladder, so it doesn't register our position. And we will see like what that does in a bit. But yeah, basically, it's very, very, very precise. And it takes a lot of attempts, and it takes like basically getting hit by this guy. Oh, there we go.
Finally.
Nice. Basically, like if you look in the bottom left, one of the items, the dark sign exactly, is grayed out. Like we cannot use it now because the game again thinks that we're on a ladder. So like we're gonna move through the game, but the game still doesn't register that we are moving away. The game still thinks that we are like positioned in what's called the stable position, where we last touched the ladder. So we go, we hike here. We go and kill this lady because we wanna like trigger a boss fight without doing it, and then we're gonna quit out, and we
Because
will
we like
respawn back
killing
there.
ladies.
Yeah.
Basically. So yeah, we want to trigger this boss. We quit out and get to the ladder because of the ladder warp. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is the Mimi glitch that we were talking about.
Yeah.
It's called Vort skip because we skip Vort of the Boreal Valley.
Yeah, would be
This is
the
the
next
slow
boss.
version. This is the slow version. But it's really annoying as well. We touch the thanks to some creative pairing, we touch the dev complaint, and that gives us this camera, and it deloads everything in the whole area, except like the closest enemies. But thanks to that, the boss as well deloads, and that helps us, get past it without killing it. So that is pretty poggers. Yeah,
Oh,
that
dang,
was
that's a
first
nice
try.
pathing. That's a nice pathing. I didn't know you could go through the first archway there. I always go through the second and then I roll out by mistake. That's nice. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
but
was
you have to be careful because it's really close. If you jump right off the thing, like the first drop, you can die because it's too high.
oh, okay.
So you
Yeah,
gotta
I
go
see,
on
I see.
the second one. Anyways, we're past Vort. We're going to what on the settlement. I forgot how this area was called.
Yeah.
And we get skulls. I forgot about them because my muscle memory is wild.
Yeah, these are gonna be very, very useful further on in the run. Like, there's a couple of places where they are gonna be like invariable in not risking like a very, very huge time loss.
Yep.
Grab
We're
this
going
bonfire as
to
well.
grab this bonfire for later. And I'm going to sit at it because I'm a peach. Um, and this bonfire will be used at the end of the run when we want to kill Greatwood. um, but
Greatwood
this
is
area is more or less just running around, picking up stuff, and yeah, just getting to Andri. And we'll see how Andri treats us today.
yeah. That's a funny part of the run and another
Yeah,
big reset
funny.
point. Funny, quote unquote. Yeah. Basically, like it can like completely wreck your run, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Well, we will see how it works. Like for now, we've just picked up an Ember, Nessus Shard for like powering up our healing capabilities. And basically like the embers usually would be used for recovering like health after you die, because you like would okay would
Okay.
spawn back with a little bit less um, than max. And since we don't have a lot and have to go through very very high level areas, we'd rather like have uh, helpful, but we're not actually gonna use it for that purpose. We're gonna use it for like souls, because like we need a lot of souls in the beginning. We need a lot. But how about 10,300 souls for getting the for like enabling us to do the first glitch. And speaking of that, we're gonna talk to this NPC who's called Irina of Karim and send her back to Firelink.
Because he sells she sells us miracles that we need to perform a certain glitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
we will see the details in a bit. Yeah, once she's teleport, we can just keep going in our way.
I almost quit out.
The IGT muscle memory. Yeah, usually
Yeah.
like you would quit out there because like that will stop IGT, but the door will spawn back open, and so like you want that to you want to save IGT because the game like it's the competition is based on IGT for the sake of fairness, because like loading times vary wildly in this game. So like we don't do like it's faster in marathons to open the door and stay there, but in games there we go.
I quit out here just because
Yeah.
of the night,
And
not
oh, okay,
because
okay.
it's muscle memory actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense because that guy can do a
Can
lot
mess you
of
up.
damage at this point in the game.
He hits like a truck.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to grab this a bunch of stuff, including a item that will let us get Tears of the Nile miracle, and those are essential for a glitch, the most important glitch in the whole run. But two dogs are guarding it, and if you don't know, dogs in this game are. Whew!
Yes, that's how I would describe them. Yeah, they have this weird thing where basically like since the game doesn't like uh, render the characters that are out of your field of view, and dogs have a very very fast movement animation. They have this quirk where they basically disappear and appear on top of you, and that's because the game like calculates the speed like once every second, and that massively overshoots their position, so they end up on top of you, or like they end up completely out of bounds sometimes. But mostly they are a big problem for the runners. Coming up on Henry.
We quit out because we don't want to get those guys behind us
Yeah, they're
because
scary.
they
They keep
deal.
pursuing you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Henry. The one of the reset points of this run, we hit her twice, throw a firebomb, and we want her to throw down down a cliff. Ah,
Oh, okay. I mean, it's still
fine, I
gone.
guess.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
think you
that's
kept the
Henry.
spook there. Yeah. I mean, that you didn't see like Henry at her best. Okay, and there we go. So we are done. Like we kill her because like she has a weapon that we're gonna use for the rest of the game, which is called the Henry Straight Sword. It's a very peculiar weapon because it scales with luck, like as a hidden like property. You don't really see that. You just see.
Ah, I messed it up.
Oh man, it's okay. You just
Ah,
like you
okay.
have to know it for it to be um, worth, because it's the only like weapon that has like hidden scaling. But yeah, the fact that luck also influences like the amount of bleed damage that we deal, or rather the amount of bleed build up, which means you have more frequent bleed damage. Um, that's gonna, that was like in this patch was like by and large the most powerful weapon. So we got the ring that allows us to attune, like to have another attunement slot that's useful for this super big spell that calls Tears of the Nile that we cannot actually cast yet. But we have a way. Sorry if you want to explain that. We have a way to cast that.
So there is this glitch that's called spell swap. It's basically ah it's
Classic.
basic yeah classic. It's basically a glitch that is you have a couple frames during casting a spell of spook to change it up with Tears of the Nile, and that lets us use it. Okay, I'm going to be really precise now
Nice. It worked.
because I'm bad at the computer game. Um,
Who
okay,
isn't?
so we're currently casting spell swap. This is
Oh,
it,
nice. Second
and this
try.
is
Great.
a glitch ever made. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is teardrop. I'm using equipping and unequipping unrestrained sword because it gives us like 3 HP per equipping it, like per 5 seconds, but it resets every time we're equipping it. So yeah, it's basically healing for free. Um, okay, this glitch, thanks to having Tears of the Nile, we in some places can turn on no gravity, and that lets us run around between different areas out of bounds and all that. And we cannot in this game move up or down, so we have to use uh, different parts of the map to get us higher or lower. And another thing, we need to touch some ground um, to get the areas to load themselves like this. Here we have a loaded map, as you can see. And we're going down thanks to the decline on this mount, I think. I don't remember the English word. We get up to this tree, and then basically we want to be as low as we possibly can uh, in this place.
Yeah, we're looking for a specific height here so that we are like aligned with an item that we will have to grab in a small bit. I mean, right now we are not seeing anything, but the some collisions of the game are still active. So like once we touch them, we are going to loot other different areas of the game, and that's what we do here. As we go, we keep loading things until we get to where we want to go. We're waiting for a ray of light here, which should be here
Yep,
anytime soon. There we go.
here it is. Then we turn and touch this wall. That should load. Yeah, it should load Catacombs of Carthus. And we grab a really important item that would let us buy Cartus Rouge. And if you don't know what Cartus Rouge is, it's basically a resin that applies bleed damage to your weapon, and it is OP on this patch. It deals a crazy amount of damage, plus it scales with luck, just like Unre's Straight Sword. So our damage is going to be substantial with those two.
Yeah, unfortunately, like we have to fight the strongest bosses first, so we want to have as much power as possible for those ones, because like normally, like the way to get a lot of levels in this game is actually to uh, fight bosses, but we don't do that, and we end up with the strongest bosses immediately. So if you want a
We're
bit
not
more
some
damage, we need to
we're
do the
not some
best we can.
losers that fight bosses. Come on.
Absolutely, yeah. Leave that to the regular runners.
Yeah, we're the elite of the elite, you know.
Yeah. So elite that only 3 people have ever attempted this category.
4 actually,
4? Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about that.
with little
But
screen.
yeah, but I don't see his run on the leaderboard, so like we should do something about it.
Anyway, so this is the end of our first teardrop. We're going to sit on this building right here. Clear out to lose the teardrop effect. And then we're dropping to this area. We're
I'm
healing.
super scared to do this without spook.
Oh, it's not that bad. We're grabbing green blossoms, basically weed. It lets us have faster stamina regen for later, for harder bosses. We're going to grab this bonfire just for safety's sake, because we don't need to. But yeah, if we die here, we're going to have to do 15 minutes of running again. So we don't want that definitely. This is an enemy that has a lot of damage and can one-shot you. But if you cast Spook and just run behind him, he doesn't notice you. Usually we have to quit out here as well. But because a enemy is spawning in,
It's an
if
invader, but only invades if you
invader,
are.
yeah, if you are embered, and thanks to uh, me dying on purpose to not be embered, we don't get the invader here. So I'm a god gamer basically. Um, we're going to perform another glitch that is called Spook Clear Out. Thanks to a spook spell that lets us jump without fall damage. It also, if you die from a high place with spook on, your character dies longer for some reason, and if you quit out fast enough, it doesn't. The game thinks you're alive, not dead. So you just spawn down where you want to be.
Yeah, basically, like you don't die, but you register like the position, the stable position, and so like you merge these two facts together, and when you get back into the game, you are down there but still alive.
You know I'm doing this, John.
Dang, heroic. Hey, this is scary. Oh no,
Ah.
was so
That
close. But I appreciate the courage there because this is hard. But save a lot of time if it goes alright. I mean, it's okay. We have taken this bonfire, so can just
stupid.
redo this part.
That's like the first time that I died to this, unironically. I haven't had this death plane touch me ever.
Yeah, I never actually learned this myself. I didn't
It's
even
really
bother.
easy, but I'm just stressed about the marathon. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to do this slow way because the game has shown me the way.
Fortunately, like we don't have any resources they are losing right now, so uh, like we don't have to pick up souls. We don't have to do anything. Like that's a comfortable thing about this category. Like you basically like the only penalty for dying is losing time. Whereas like in other categories, maybe like you are carrying so much resources, so much souls that if you lose them, you are hardly going to be able to get them back.
Yeah. Um, Also, you lose Ember, but um, if you grab some more, then it's not that bad. But yeah.
Yeah, I've never personally had to use more than one in a run. Like before a part that we're going to do further on, like having that little more health is going to be invaluable. Because like we're gonna go in a very like high level area where most enemies, most normal enemies can one shot you. So like you know we want to be as safe as we can, but otherwise like there's not many super difficult parts. At least like in the first part where we just go around and unlock things.
So we're grabbing this guy because he has undead bone shard that lets us heal more with our Estus flask. And we're warping back to our hub. I'm going to upgrade my Estus flask just for safety. And we're going to perform another teardrop. That is pretty hard, honestly. While we're waiting for this to open, we're going to perform it.
There we go. Nice.
And you know what, John? I'm
Yeah.
going to not kill the lizard right now.
Oh, dang. Okay.
I'm going to do it on the next one. Because I have ladder there if I mess it up. If I
Oh,
mess up
okay.
the bombs.
That makes sense. There
Okay,
we go.
nice.
Nice.
Let's go.
Very good.
This is one of the hardest ones in the run. But thankfully, as I said, I'm a god gamer. um, and we want to grab the. This is actually a pretty interesting glitch that we're doing right now. Because we want to go to Osiris Arena. Actually, a place after Osiris Arena to get the emotes that will get us to a different location. And untended graves and the starting area. What was it called?
Cemetery of Ashes, I think.
Yeah, and Cemetery of Ashes are the same area in the code, and that lets us get really quickly from Fairlink Shrine up to a more or less late game area that is untended graves.
Yeah. The thing that is speculated about this is that there should have been like an extra mechanic in this game where like every area would have like a dark counterparty. And this is probably like a remnant like this that stuck into the game that they like this so much that they wanted to have it in the main game and but didn't like replicate it for the rest of the game. Like you're seeing like this area is like exactly like geographically in the same spot as the much higher level area. Okay. Like as you see
Uh,
here, he's like trying to push down. I think you have
okay.
it. Okay, great. Uh, push down his height. Okay, that's good. And like you see that we came from a place that was very like bright and like daylight and all that, um, and that's uh, we are here in this area that we were spawning before, and now when you look out, it's completely like pitch black because like we moved in the area, but actually we are in the exact same spot. It's just a different map was loaded. We grab this bonfire.
We're
There's
getting this
another.
bonfire to for the next boss that is here, and we're going to grab a soul from here
Yeah,
for
more
later.
resources.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to perform the same skip again, but instead of going to untended graves, we're going to go to archives of Lothric, and that is a really scary area. Um, because the damage of enemies can basically one-shot you, especially if you're not embered. Okay, can I perform the glitch?
Yeah,
Hello,
sometimes this happens. And
computer
this
game.
glitch, Yeah, this glitch is actually like frame perfect or close to it. Like even with macros, you cannot really perform it consistently because it sort of depends on where you're at, like in between one frame or the
Ah,
other.
come
Yeah,
on.
this happens more often than not. Oh,
Oh!
there you go. Nice.
Holy!
With the
That
step
shouldn't
forward.
work. Wait, let me do this on keyboard, actually.
Yeah, we're like aligning ourselves in a precise manner. I
It
think.
didn't work.
Okay, didn't
Um,
work.
I honestly line it up this throw with my embered life, so I usually just mess it up if I'm not embered. But thanks to this ladder, it's free to just get up on it and kill that lizard for resources.
I
Okay.
didn't even know that it was so close. We could reach the lizard from there.
Ooh,
Ooh, nice. 2 out of 2. That's
barely,
very good.
barely. Okay, you see this?
Yeah, it's yeah. You
Uh,
got like lower than
yeah,
you
than
normally
usually.
would. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see. Okay, I never got that.
yeah, same. That's the first time actually.
Dang, discovering new things during a marathon. Nice. Noted.
New tech.
So you're basically like doing the sort of the same pathing as before up until a point, but instead of going down through that cave, we're going above, and we're going to you know get actually into the same area, but slightly above, so that we can move through the boss arena without triggering the fight, of course, and move forward and like unlocking new shortcuts. Basically, like we're gonna like if you remember a while ago when we killed the old lady, um, we are actually going to go above her and proceed into the next area without having to kill the boss there, which is Dancer of the Boreal Valley.
We're going to go above the area of uh, boss area of Osiris. Um, and do you know, John, if there are any embers close by?
Let me think. I think not. You know, like
Uh,
I don't remember ever grabbing any of those. Uh, 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 I'm thinking super hard. Actually, I mean, like since I'm not actually playing the game, I can look it up. Um,
because ember is in this area is really nice. I mean, I've done it before, um, going through this area without it, but it's definitely more stressful. Okay,
okay, yes.
so as you can see, we're in the Garden of the King, or whatever it was called, and we want to go to uh, Lothric Barracks bonfire to grab it.
Yeah, no, basically, like there's only a few ones, and you have to go out of your way to get them, unfortunately.
Damn. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I haven't died to archives in so long. Um, Unfortunately, we cannot quit out even if we're playing for IGT on this door because we
Yeah,
have the teardrop effect, and as soon as we quit out, the effect just goes out. Um, we want to go up to the railing that lets us get up faster to this place. We grab the bonfire for next bosses, and then we want to dodge enemies while taking up stuff.
yeah. Get another Titanite, Twinkling Titanite. It's one of the items that's useful for upgrading our weapons. Okay, the guy didn't. Oh no. Okay. didn't
It's fine.
decide to block us because sometimes the guy blocks the way. Okay, but we're in the clear now. Nice. Gonna raise our height here a little bit. Oh,
Oh!
no. Oh man.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that was
I'm
risky.
healing this.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh man, that was scary.
That was scary. Okay, so now I don't have the tears effect.
You cannot see where the character is going. You just have to know that it's somewhere like in the middle of the screen. But we're still
Yes.
alive.
Also, enemies now can kill me. Because I had a buffer, I guess.
Yeah.
With the Tears of Denial effect. But now that it's gone, enemies are more than welcome to kill me, but I don't want them to. Please, Miyazaki.
Yeah, it would be fun not to die here. Because otherwise like we have to redo all of this again from the glitch on.
Yes, Miyazaki, listen to me. Stop it. I love you.
I don't necessarily agree with that sentiment, but yeah, at this point we need Miyazaki to lend us a hand here because it really
Okay.
like a lot of bad things can happen.
But they
Uh,
won't.
they won't because Suchar is a god gamer. Uh,
Sure.
so basically, like what we're going to do in this area, besides like riding an elevator, like on top, going on top to ride an elevator down, we have to kill a few crystal lizards in order uh, to get their twinkling titanites as well.
Also, we grab a bunch of items that we're going to mostly souls just to get some souls to level up before the big fights. Okay, this is the first lizard. It's fairly easy.
Yeah, fortunately, it doesn't have a lot of ways to escape. But sometimes, like it happened to me more often than I care to admit. But I just whiff the attacks, and she can go like into the walls, and the walls have enemies that damage you. This one is super scary, but Suchar is a god gamer again, and okay, great. Okay, we're in the clear
Oof.
basically. I think we're in
Okay.
the clear. Okay, now we have to do some pathing. Just raising our height to go into that archway.
Okay, we're good. Woo!
Very good. Yeah, nice. Oof.
Okay, we want to do some stamina management to bait attacks that we want from these guys because they can hit hard as well. We're going up here and we want to get items from this chest. And those items are Twinkling Titanites.
I think we have 8 now at this point, or 9.
Yes, 8.
We need a total of 15,
15.
which we're gonna get in the next area after this one.
We lower our height into going to the archway.
We use
Uh,
first alluring school.
yeah. We use the alluring skull, grab this, and then we clear out and we're safe. Whew!
Dang, that was something.
That was
Um,
stressful.
yeah, everything. Like this is like this category is like pretty comfy in general, but there's these like peaks of stress that you have to sustain, like 2 minutes of like extreme stress all in one go, and then you're back in the clear. But yeah, basically like we use the alluring skull to just like draw the attention of these guys away from us. For some reason, like it works on most human enemies as well. Like usually, like if we wanted, we could have used one for Henry if she didn't behave, uh, but we didn't, so we're good, and we can use another one later on.
I honestly forgot about using it for Henry.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's not, it doesn't really change things.
Okay, so this is another teardrop. Oh!
It's fine.
It's fine. That's a first time as well.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot as well.
It does?
Yeah, I mean, just like, fumble and fall down. I mean, not this thing specifically, but I do fail this. I mean,
Okay.
lately not as much as earlier, but like at some point I wasn't really that good at this.
Okay.
Okay, nice. This is a bit different. We just touch the wall in a spot, and we immediately enter into, because there is a death plane there. You're not supposed to be there at all. We touch a spot there, and we immediately enter teardrop state, and we can just work out of it. We're gonna just like do the reverse movement um, towards the next area where we were gonna use the gesture that we picked up before.
Yeah, we're going to the last area before actual boss fights. We're going to grab. There are a lot of Titanites, Twinkling Titanites in that area. So we're going to grab a bunch of them, plus a Titanite slab that will let us have a unrestrained swords +5. Yeah, and we will fight Princess after that.
Yeah, exciting. After this generous 40 minutes of setup,
Yeah,
we're finally to the part where we fight like this big gauntlet of bosses, which is the entire bosses in the game.
yeah, basically a boss rush
Yeah,
after this.
this area is super scary because it's an optional area in the base game, and like it's harder than even archives, which we done before.
I don't think so.
I don't
Archives are
think so.
more stressful, ammo.
Yeah, I mean in the run, yeah, but like
Ah,
general
then yes, then
gameplay,
yes.
these mobs are stronger. But yeah, they're not positioned in a way that they're going to hurt us a lot, especially because like at this point, we're mostly going to dodge them completely and not care about them. They're just gonna like follow us, but like at this point we are airborne and they won't like do anything to us. Maybe they can shoot a little fireball here and there, but apart from that, they're completely harmless.
Damn, John, I now just realized that my PB that I did yesterday was invalid
Dang, why is
because
that?
I forgot about Wyvern, about killing Wyvern. I
Oh man.
forgot it was a boss.
Band. How did you even do with the souls? Like, those extra what 80k souls are pretty juicy for level up.
I don't know. I just lived through it, I guess. So we rolled this guy because he always does. He's scripted to get us here. We're going to go up those stairs to raise our height, but not go completely up the stairs because this height is what we want. Ouch.
The guy wasn't having any of it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm healing for this. There
There's
is this
one.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, chain snake, what we like to call him, and he can even hit us when we're right here, but he is behaving,
yeah.
thankfully.
It hasn't started his AI cycle, so it's not gonna notice us.
Yep. Excuse me.
Okay, now we grab the next bonfire, which is gonna use for like fighting wyvern later on.
Exactly. And this is a cool mini skip. We go up those rocks right here. We clear out because we want to lose the teardrop state. And thanks to our last position being on those stairs, we saved like 2 seconds. It's cool.
I don't know about that. Then again, doing the other the full teardrop experience up until the end of the level, which is a bit
Yeah.
different than this route.
His route is a bit safer, but I'm a dumb person and I didn't learn it. Because for reasons. Okay, so we want to help this lizard perform something. A jump, yeah. Because it gives us Twinkling Titanite. We roll this this attack. Even if we get hit by a bit, it's fine.
To roll it properly. But there is a way to roll it without getting damaged at all.
Yeah, I just rolled it a bit too early, but I just wanted to be safe. So it's fine. We go past these guys.
Finish up with picking up stuff. Nice roll there.
Barely. That was a bit too early. Okay, we grab this bonfire. We grab our last Twinkling Titanites. Titanite slab. And we're going to level up and fight bosses. Thank God, this was boring. Just kidding.
Relaxing.
It's relaxing. You can watch a movie series when you're playing this. Actually, I did it. It's a good strat. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a relaxing experience running this because you're basically running in a straight line. Um, we grab this. Havo kills us. It's
That's
fine.
fast.
It's
Speed actually.
faster.
Like you can just warp out now.
Yeah, and we just warp out because we don't need those souls anyway.
Oh, there we go. We sell everything now. Sell those bunch of souls. We buy 11 Cartus Rouge and 11 Homeward Bond. 5 Homeward only, okay.
Yeah, I don't need more. We upgrade to +5 unrestrained sword. Reinforce our Estus flask.
So we have an extra charge there.
Yeah. And
We
then
level up.
we level up everything into luck. Excuse me if I'm coughing a lot.
And then we're ready for the first boss. Which is gonna be like with this damage, gonna be not super easy, but not even super hard, honestly. And I assume you're going to do the phase 2 thing.
Yes, I'm planning to do it, but if I do it, we'll see.
Yeah, it's not super easy.
It's not about being super easy. I'm just not going to do the RNG. Like if I get a fast opener, I'm not going to just fight him there, you know. It's slow, and I don't like slow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad in speedruns. In chat they say they've never seen someone level up the luck stat ever. Yeah, that's the thing. Like in this this is the only weapon that benefits from it because it has like a hidden scaling. The game doesn't even tell you that. I don't know how it was discovered, honestly. Because like yeah, scaling
Yeah,
only
in
raises your like stat procs like bleed, poison, and all that. But like couple that with the fact that bleed is super powerful in this patch. And this basically is a no-brainer. This is like you can hit like a truck with barely any resources invested. I'll let you concentrate on the fight, Suhar, if you want.
yeah.
Basically, like this fight is a hard fight,
What?
but what? But especially because like you want to stay like in a given position in the boss, like you want to stay like close to his left hip. So that you can like turn around him, because if you don't do that, he's gonna like teleport all over the way, and that's super slow. Let's see. Okay.
I'm playing it super safe, honestly.
Okay. Yeah.
This was so concerning. I was behind
Yeah.
him.
So basically, like normally you would do a glitch to block his AI in phase 2, but since the boss like moved in a place that was uncomfortable, there was no way of doing that without losing a bunch of time. So basically, like you can see, like Suhar is just turning around. In phase 2, I don't think you can really like avoid teleport. But yeah, you have to do your best to stay in that position, because if you do, he's not gonna like. There's just a couple of attacks that can actually hit you that you have to roll. Actually, only one, I think. But yeah, fortunately, Suhar is a god gamer, and we got past that.
Oh, that was so stressful.
Yeah, this
Honestly.
is the one of the hardest fight in the category. Gonna go to the next one, which is actually hard as well, but I find it less hard just because I practiced it a bunch more, like in other categories, compared to Princess. So I know
And
more about it. Like, what do you think, Suhar? Is armor harder than Princess, or vice versa?
in my opinion, the armor is harder. Like
Okay.
the damage in this category, especially if you don't have a Pontifrite like I don't, it's it's bad, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Unfortunately, you get exposed to a lot more damage.
also you have to do it. Have to kill him fast because in second phase, this the guys right here, the little dragons, deal another different attacks while this guy is attacking you.
Which is super bad.
Which is super bad.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we've already like sort of transitioned into phase 2, and Suharu's gonna stagger this guy. Like as you see, like it's not like really rolling much, but it's like trying to bait two specific attacks that this one and the shield bash. The boss is not able to actually hit you. Okay,
Oh,
almost
come
there.
on.
Come on.
Okay,
Nice. Okay.
very good. Please don't kill me. Laser.
Yes, this boss is gonna like the other part of the boss is gonna like it can actually kill you after the fight is done. So it's super
Yes,
scary. But yeah,
exactly.
we're through like the probably two of the hardest bosses in the category.
Okay.
We're gonna have just a few more hard ones.
We're going to sell their souls and level up as much luck as we can plus vigor. Oh, damn. 18. That's different. Um okay, so now we're going to Untainted Graves to kill our friend Gander the second time.
Exactly. It's the same
Um
sort of the same boss as you saw at the very start of the game, but more powerful.
yeah,
Sort of plays into the idea that this area is actually just the same area, just in the dark version. That
it's
unfortunately was
if
not
I
a
remember correctly, it was like lore-wise, Untainted Graves is basically the past
okay.
of Firelink Cemetery. We get invaded, but it's not a big deal because once we get to the boss arena, the invader leaves.
Fight is pretty tight. Like you want to do a very specific set of attacks and manage your stamina really well. Like you have to do 5 hits, then you have a parry. You don't riposte. You actually like keep doing 3L1s, and then you roll this phase change that's scripted at that point. Once you've dealt that much damage, and then you can immediately stagger him and deal a lot of damage.
Oh,
Then you sort of have to.
okay,
Okay,
that was
do a
unlucky,
couple more hits.
honestly. Unlucky, baby rage. Okay, so now we're doing Nameless.
Yeah, Nameless King
But
is the other hard one.
we are Peaches and we do 16 endurance now.
This is do six hit combos instead of 5 before finishing a stamina, and this can like do a world of difference in fights. Because like you just like you don't have to necessarily tank. Like in other categories, you maybe wanna tank some hits in order to restore stamina in the meantime, but that of course like is risky because you risk dying. Like you have less health to play with. Um, but here we are a bit more lenient on that front, and so we can we can just do the boss fight. Luckily, like we don't lose many resources if we die to this boss, and we can just like resume it since it's pretty close to the bonfire compared to other bosses where you have to go a long way. Phase 1 is super annoying with this little damage that we have here. And especially
it up.
like,
Oh,
I mean, it's sad because you don't really have like many visual references with this in this arena. That's, you know, the ground is completely neutral. Like, you don't really know where the guy's head is at, and plus it's not easy to hit it regardless. So
oh.
yeah, phase 1 is painful.
I hate phase 1.
See, like you,
I'm so bad at it.
Same. Like I'm probably worse than you in this, like massively. It's just like, you know, it's just start to deal with it.
Finally.
Oh, there we go. Because like the objective is just to stagger the guy's head so they can do a massive riposte for half its health. And I sometimes don't even manage to finish phase 1 with a stagger, so that's fun. Phase 2 is super cool. Like, it's one of my favorite fights.
Yeah, and it's really easy as well.
Yeah.
We just have to roll his attacks and bait specific ones.
Generally wanna turn counterclockwise to him, and he's gonna do like some attacks. And after some point, it's gonna do like, after this stagger, it's gonna do like a scripted attack, which is this one, which is completely avoidable. You can immediately start hitting him, and immediately enter another stagger and do a riposte, and the boss fight is over. GG, that was nice. Nice phase 2.
What?
Oh man, that was
What?
scary.
You heard the music cue as well?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean it's a bit low, but I definitely. What the?
What? That's another first one.
No, so you know something I saw at some point is that it will go out of the riposte animation while the death sound is playing. Then when he finishes stand up, he dies. I had that a couple of times, and it was omega slow.
Okay, we're going to kill Osiris now. Wow, that was
No,
interesting.
Actually, there's Wyvern.
Oh yes, there is Wyvern. I forgot. Again. Dragon King Mausoleum.
Yeah. This is another boss which has a weird mechanic. Basically, like normally you would have to go through the area, and you're not able to fight it because it has way too much HP. But you have to go into a raised spot, like at the end of the area, and hit him like with a plunging attack. And if you don't, like, if you die there, you have to go all the way through the area all over again. But we don't care about that because we are speedrunners, and so we are actually gonna go into the fight, start the fight normally, and exploit the part of the code that allows this like sort of plunging attack thing to work in the first place. Basically, like any attack that's sort of done in an aerial position, included like a jumping R2, like a jumping charge attack, it will count as like an aerial attack or like something that, you know, sort of a plunge. And the way we do this is just we get in the boss, like we bait it into a specific position, and then we do like a jumping R2 attack from this ledge, and it will count as a lunge, and will immediately insta kill the boss.
And we grab this ring right here.
Yeah.
Ring of Steel Protection.
Yeah, it's basically like another piece of armor. Actually stronger than, I don't know, the Gauntless or the head that we have.
Oh, I shouldn't quit out.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Now we fight Osiris.
Yes, exactly. Okay, Osiris is a interesting boss, definitely.
Definitely one of the boss ever made.
Yes, it has its phase 1 is really annoying. Because he has a lot of attacks that just while he attacks, he's running away from you. And as we all know, that is not fast. So
And if we didn't get the memo, not fast is not good in the kind context of a speedrun.
Yes, exactly. Also, phase 2 has a attack that has no it's instant. It has no frames that show you that he's doing the attack.
We call it the insta charge. And
Yeah.
it's basically like you have to have the HP. You don't have the HP, I'm sorry about you, but you're not gonna survive it. Like luckily Suhara's leveled up enough vigor that he can tank one of those. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Those knights can one-shot you if you're not going super good, safe and all that, and they can hit you through a fog wall. So that's why we always roll after entering this boss's arena. He hit me, classic.
Yeah, the problem with this boss is that it moves all over the place and like does some attacks like this one where like he puts himself and then he staggers, of course, classic as well. Puts himself in a position where it's basically impossible to hit. So you have to like be very conscious of his like hurt box at all times.
Yep, that's an insta
Oh.
charge.
At least you dodged it though. That's good.
I just decided to do it preemptively.
Yeah, that was a good call. You throw away all the souls, just like that. I mean, I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of having like 40 vigor by the end of the run, so that's why I get the
Nah.
extra 5. But it's just for show because like at this point you don't really need more than this much HP, honestly.
Yeah, and enemies from now on won't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, especially this boss that, as you can see, is not really doing anything because like you haven't
Yeah.
accessed the boss fight through his like fog wall, so the AI doesn't even get started up. And it's very flashy finisher as a reposter. That probably before doing it in this run, never even seen it because it's super hard to get her into the stagger state, considering how she moves and the moves that she does in other categories.
Okay. So now we're going to Yorm the Giant, a gimmick boss in this category.
Yeah, I mean it's a gimmick boss in all categories, honestly. Like you have this
But yeah,
weapon that you
true.
have to use to fight him.
You have this weapon that is located in his area, in his boss arena, and nice. I don't know why this didn't work. But this weapon in his arena kills him in 5 hits. So yeah, it's fast. So we're doing it. And there is unfortunately no like flashy glitch about this boss. We just kill him.
Good old boss fighting,
Yeah,
like we used
pretty
to do before
cringe.
they invented glitches.
Back in my day.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, it's what's interesting about this boss is that like if you are positioned in a certain way, like especially like in
Oh,
near his left knee, oh that's an instant face change. If you're positioned next to his left knee, he's most always gonna do this attack, either that or a stomp. Of course, the stomp is lower because it staggers you, and you have no stamina basically at this point. Because like firing the sword consumes all of your stamina, so you have to tank it. But if you're lucky, he does this downward slam that's going to never basically hit you while you're moving away and charging the weapon. And there you go. Got a couple of weird attacks, but overall it was a nice fight.
could have been better, definitely. But it's fine.
Yeah, it's in the past now.
Yeah.
And then we go and do the next boss, actually the previous boss. But before, like, we don't do it immediately because we have to traverse like a quite big area at this point. So we are going to see, I think, our third or fourth, actually fourth teardrop. Um, I.
Come on. Okay.
Oh, nice. I never managed to do this with mid rolling, honestly. I thought, like, at some point, I thought it was not even possible.
To do what?
I'm not sure to do this jump with mid rolling with like over 50%, over 30%.
You can.
Okay.
It's fine. I just messed it up because I'm a good gamer, as I said, and I wanted people
Oh, nice.
to see this area
To
more.
appreciate again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's super hard.
Okay. I'm doing this without mid rolls. Ah. Now this is the run ever made, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know honestly if it's impossible or it's just super hard, but I couldn't ever get
It's
get
possible.
it
I've
going.
done it. I'm just messing it up because stress, copium.
There.
Oh.
That probably was a bit too early, but yeah,
Yeah, it was. It was
it's
too
super
early.
tricky, super tricky. Like actually, it's an interesting setup that you have there. Like I do it with the controller and
I'm
like
doing it with the controller as well.
okay. No, but I just do like normal sort of like a randomly like angle. I don't really have a setup for that. I just and that's why I fail it a bunch of times.
Yeah, I have a setup and I failed it as well. Okay, this should work. Yeah, finally.
Nice.
Okay, so now we're going to run in a straight line for a bit more.
Yeah.
And we're not even going to heal using unraise because in a later part of this run, we will lose all our HP anyway, so
Yeah.
there is just no point.
Yeah, we have to go through another death plane that's still not gonna kill us, but it's gonna like put our health back to 0. So we definitely want to like there's no point in healing. Plus, like I mean, we have one hit that we can tank because of the Tears of Denial spell, which whose normal usage would be to prevent you from dying. Like if you get killed, you spawn back with 1 HP, and you can so like you have an extra hit that you can get hit by. So it's not really that important at this point.
Okay,
But yeah, so go ahead.
I'm sorry. Apparently I did it with mid rolls anyway because I forgot that you have to take off your hands as well.
Oh yeah, but yeah, the placebo of thinking you are in fast roll is what made you actually get the jump.
Yeah, exactly. Mm, okay, finish what you wanted to say. I'm sorry.
Nothing important. I don't remember.
Ah,
But yeah, anyway, like we're just like raising our height here and going through this area, like going to the end of Anor Londo without passing from Pontiff, because of course Pontiff would be before um, uh, Aldrich, which is our next boss. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to like get the correct order in any sort of like way, shape, or form. So we just
pretty
don't do that.
cringe. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, people who do the bosses in the right order are just
Oh, I hate those guys.
yeah, the worst. This part is pretty scary because like these guys like are starting to shoot you like wooden beams from.
Oh,
Oh man, see, like it's you have to
I
get the.
went.
I just overdo this here because I ended up in the situation more often than not. And these arrows like are super like are definitely gonna one shot you, but regardless, like even if you had more health than this, you would still be in a bad position anyway. So and
Also, that would pop your teardrop, and
exactly.
thanks to that, we wouldn't be able to go up to this death plane. We would lose time like 15 seconds because we would have to go to the next one.
Yeah, I don't even know what's the backup spot there.
You just go to the next like seam. Like when we are going up this one, there is a second one next to it.
Okay.
It's like 15 seconds, as I said.
I don't even know where.
Okay, so we're going to Aldrich right now. We have to go up those stairs to raise our height, and then we go under the area because we are damn dirty cheaters, and we hit
Insane,
his
illegal,
ass.
reported.
Or is this ass or is this poop? That is the question.
I don't know. I've never asked myself that question. I'll definitely have something to think about later. Just like
Am I
too
looking
much.
at a god right now?
I don't think so. I mean, regardless of what Miyazaki has to say about it. The actual boss fight would be even fun, but basically like I don't think there's a category where we actually do this anymore. This boss is just like completely fell out of the radar.
Yeah,
Just
he's
just
he.
fighting with the AIs.
We always freeze him. Unfortunately, it was a really fun fight.
Yeah, exactly. Like I spent way more time than I would like to learn all the patterns and everything, and it was all for nothing.
Yep. I've lost like 120 hours of practice to this stupid glitch being discovered.
Yeah. But I mean, we will remember Aldrich in our heart.
Yeah.
Or maybe like if we ever go do that unspeakable glitchless category. Exactly.
Just kidding. Glitchless is pretty fun. Um,
Except for watchers.
except for watchers, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
at
we're
some
going
point I will probably have to do it.
to run in a straight line at this try, but we have to dodge the fireballs that they are throwing at us while we are running. Okay, we're good, more or less. Um, okay, me personally, I didn't know this existed, like this drop, in the game before doing this category. So yeah, he's frozen as well. We just whack at him. He staggers, but we don't care.
And it's gone. Yeah, basically again, for him as well, you would have to walk in through the fog gate, and if you don't do that, you just don't really care. Like the AI is not gonna load.
Yeah. Okay, we're going again to do the same teardrop, but this time to a different location. We're going back, bringing it back because we want to kill Volnir.
Yeah, it's like just in the place that we came from. Like this, like when we did our first teardrop here, we landed here and grabbed this bonfire. And we're going to go back into the area that we were before. Nice. First try.
Yeah, thankfully. We're going to heal because I'm too lazy to spam Henri and I respect my controller. Um, and this boss is basically um, how many hits?
I think 5
Two,
or 5 or
six,
6.
eight. 8 hits.
Okay.
Because it's
Oh yeah,
two
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
right.
first one.
3 and then another 2. So
So,
4, 7. No. Yeah.
no, it's eight. It's
Mathematics
eight.
is hard, guys. I mean.
It's 2 plus 4 plus 2. So that's 8.
Oh, I mean, I know why you mean 4. It's because like we don't delay the first hit, but the first hit is actually like the second bracelet is actually just gonna get eaten up. If you wait, you do 3.
Oh
I
yeah, that's
think
true.
so at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah. But it's I don't know if quick kill if you don't need the 8 hits to get a quick kill on this boss.
So I think I do 2, 3, 2.
Huh.
Let's see. There we go. I mean, we're here like discussing numbers, and this poor guy is just like completely
Oh, you
harmless.
see, it's 4.
Yeah, because because you like the first one was eaten up by the fact that it's
Okay then. I get it.
like in the same way that in other categories where like we wait for doing like bundles, um, we
I need to
do
heal, I forgot.
yeah we do like we don't have a way of timing that here, so that results in an extra hit. Because basically
Okay.
like the first like half a second or a second or two, I can't even remember, when he after his first bracelet is invulnerable, so like even if you hit it, it's not gonna change things.
Okay. So we're going to Old Demon King. He's actually one of the harder bosses.
Yeah,
Because he's immune to bleed, and bleed is OP. So we're using a different resin that is pale pine. Um, John doesn't like this boss.
not
Uh,
at all.
I honestly don't mind it. It's pretty annoying, but manageable. Um, the more annoying part is those arrows.
Yeah,
There is legends say that there is this copium line that doesn't that you don't have to roll. Um, for to dodge those arrows, but as I said, it's a legend, it's a myth, and
never seen anyone do it.
Kezaron did it, but it was like 50% work, 50% not work.
Fun.
Um,
Really
yeah,
like having more RNG in my run.
yeah, and as he's a good runner, he losing 10 seconds to die to getting hit by those arrows is great for the last run. I mean,
Yeah,
last split. So we wank him a bit. He staggers. Oh, nice. He got me in here. He does
I
the
see.
worst attack.
Yeah, I can do these
Uh,
very bad attacks here.
okay.
Luckily, like after a certain point, it becomes like basically it doesn't do anything. Um, But yeah, you have to get him to that point first, and that's the hard part. I usually get stuck into his hammer hitbox when he does an attack, and then at some point he explodes, and you can do absolutely nothing because you cannot reach it, you cannot move out of it, and that's why I don't really like it.
Exactly. Um, so now we're going for Abyss Watchers. That they have no HP. We just bully them.
Yeah,
Uh,
I feel bad for them.
it's no, I don't. In later patches, for some reason, you can freeze this boss, but you cannot freeze a different boss later in this run. You'll see which one I'm talking about. Um, but it's honestly better to freeze that one,
Yeah,
watchers than the next one.
yeah, I agree. Like in the other categories, we don't really fight this boss when we freeze it, but in glitchless, when we don't do that, when we don't freeze it, we like the run is like super susceptible to just like dying immediately um, to this boss. Like and a lot of like when we did the PB chamber and everyone was doing like their glitchless attempts, they would all repeatedly die to watchers.
I remember Hemi getting dying 9 times to watchers in a row in
Yeah,
PP chamber.
this is how easy it is to do this fight in glitchless.
Okay, so now we're doing going to halfway fortress to perform the last teardrop of this run. Thank
Uh,
God.
actually, shouldn't we Cinder now?
Uh, what did I forget something?
Cinder.
Oh yes. Never mind. I
It happens.
I usually have splits up to show me where I'm supposed to go, but thank God that I have a uh, guardian angel next to me.
Yeah, basically, like the thing is, like we do this boss now because this is the first, like this would be the last boss. So, like in theory, you would have to do it immediately, but we do it now because we don't really like we didn't really have any chance to do it before because it's positioned in a way that we cannot reach even with teardrop. So we have to enable it in the only way that we can, which is by using those placing those cinders of a lord that we got from other bosses, which are princes, watchers, aldrich, and the last one I
Yorm.
always forget, yorm. Yeah, exactly. And so basically, like this allows us to do this boss, and we do it as early as we can, but uh, it's still like pretty into the run. I wish there was a way of doing it first. I mean, not that it changes anything, but like we actually don't fight him. So there's this, like you see Suhar is running into this corner, and he's like going to actually register his uh,
Last
stable
position.
position,
Yeah.
yeah, and then like triggering the boss fight, so that it actually spawns inside of the boss arena. What this does is that we are again not going through the boss fog gate, and we can just hit the boss as much as we want. I also wanted to mention that before this, you've seen Suhar do the placement of uh, the souls of the lords, and what they tried to do there was like do every one of those in such a way that he could like slide down or fall down of the thrones, so that it would cancel the animation, because otherwise the animation of putting every one um, uh, of those cinders on the thrones is super slow, and it can lose you like, I don't know, I think 20 seconds all in all if you don't do it right. Like if you fail all of them, and it's like you have like at least 3 times that you can fail it, and so that can add up to easily 20 seconds. Like, I mean, that sometimes happens to me to C plus 20s in that split. But yeah, there was a final boss fight.
Yeah. I messed up. I wanted to BM and I used Cartus Rouge, and I need that Cartus Rouge. So I'm going to buy another one and warp to where I wanted to warp first try. Halfway Fortress
Yep.
to get
For,
to Deacons of the Deep.
yeah, it's the last teardrop that we're gonna see into the run. Like from now on, we're gonna just do bosses glitchless, copium.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sort of the same one that we did before, but we're gonna just take a different routing now. We have to quit out here because we enter into a state that's called Deathcam, which is the same state that we exploited um,
Skip.
for board skip exactly. But we don't need it now actually, because like, that would not allow us to move freely. So we quit out there.
Polish teardrop.
Yeah, sometimes this can happen. Like if I still don't know what causes it, and I'm not good enough to do it consistently. But it can happen that you don't get enough like lowering your height, so you have to go through other parts of the area to lower your height properly.
Okay, I'm going to heal again.
Yeah, the next part is like moderately scary because there is a pack of dogs that's gonna. I got killed by those at least once, even at like
You did?
insane amounts of. Yeah, I mean it was a while ago, but even if at insane amounts of health, if you get particularly unlucky, those dogs are not gonna make things easy for you.
Um, Overall, dogs in this game just there is one other placement in Iriful, not in this category. That is just brutal. Like dogs can they are both really fast, and then and they can just gang up on you and hit you and kill you in the free hits. It's really sad.
Yeah, the worst part is you cannot do a lot of things about it.
Yeah, you just you can do skulls,
Which is
just
slow.
throw skulls, but it's slow. It loses you 8 seconds per run. So no one wants slow in a speedrun. We're grabbing this bonfire. for our next boss, that is going to be Sage, because we're skipping it right now.
Oh, this is a different pathing. I didn't know about it.
Yeah, you can go up those stairs, and you're here. It's
Oh
pretty
man,
cool.
this actually seems a lot faster.
Yeah, it is. I was wondering why you're not doing it in your runs.
Yeah, I
But
wasn't even aware.
wanted to show you in a run.
Nice. Yeah, this will definitely bring me the coveted world record, the copium.
Yeah, you're a
I
good
just
gamer.
I just have like 12 minutes to save. 12, I think so. I don't remember. Yeah, this next area like is pretty chill. There's not a lot happening except the dogs that we're about to see, and then we're gonna basically like get another pretty precise positioning. We will see in a bit. This guy just likes to throw stuff at us, but never really a problem. And the dogs are upcoming. I always debate whether to kill them because they can be that annoying. But
I
luckily,
just
okay. Yeah, like I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the dog basically appeared out of nowhere. It didn't like actually. Um, how do I say? Didn't like move
run up
towards
to
us.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, it just like teleported basically, and that's actually what happens because of the problems of calculation of their position that I explained a bit earlier. Yeah, we're gonna like slot into this area. Like we are at perfect height here. We want to not touch anything or almost anything, so that we don't really like change the height from here. That's an interesting pathing as well. Do a slightly different one.
Oh, I moved a bit. I need to lower my position a bit.
Hmm. Do you know spots to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here is one.
And I'm gonna like write this down because
We just
oh
lower
okay, very
ourselves
good.
on this bridge, and it's all good.
Okay, nice. Because otherwise, like you would have to go all the way back, touch all manners of load triggers.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know how to do that, but yeah, that's nice thing to know. Noted.
So we run in a straight line because we want to touch. Okay, I think I messed it up as well. I think I'm a bit too low. Ah,
Oh man. Yeah, see, like this can happen. It's hard to deal with.
it's fine. We have time. But yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah,
Let me
at this
think.
point, I wouldn't even know how to recover from these. Like I haven't tried enough.
Same, honestly. We just need to get up something that's even lower, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. See, like the problem is like in this area, like once you think you're going upwards, you're actually going to be pushed lower.
Oh,
Uh, it's terrible. Yeah.
okay, it's fine.
I can just redo that.
I'll just redo it. Yeah.
Yeah, actually from here it should be pretty nice. Like I say, this is one of the more precise ones, but at least luckily you can get sort of in the same position again pretty quickly. Still a lot of walking, but
I know. I have to do go like this. Man, I'm so bad at computer game.
no, I mean it's this is getting a lot of problems to me as well. Until I like sort of figured out the thing that works for me. But yeah, it okay. I think you're good now.
I
I don't think
hope
it
so.
hit anything. But it's one of the worst, like the most precise teardrops in the game. Because
Because
there's
you want
just
to.
a lot of geometry too that you can like actually mistakenly run into, and this happens more often than not. Luckily, like the competition is pretty thin, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, so we wanted to touch that, and in order to load all of this area and the boss fight um, of the Deacons of the Boreal Valley. The first phase, we
Deacons of the
actually do it.
Boreal Valley?
Sorry, Deacons.
Oh, the
Yes,
deep. The
Deacons of the
first,
Deep.
the first phase we have to kill normal guys, but they don't spawn in. But fortunately, the main boss is hidden in this big stone right here. So we just hit him, and as he spawns to the boss arena, like per se, we just finish him off. Okay,
I think
that's
it was
the
Crucifixion Woods.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The deacons is always under the map because it doesn't really, uh, the sort of a gimmick. Like they don't really have a good way of achieving what they tried to do, so that you have to like they put it there, and when it's time for it to come out after the first the like things from the first phase have faded, uh, then it pops out, and they just move it off over there. Like the dog again zipping around.
Yeah.
At incredibly high speed.
I'll-
See, like, have you seen like it was like flying in the midair, and sometimes like he actually likes entering the boss fight altogether. Good, perfectly programmed video game.
Yeah. It's fine. Even if we get hit, it deals
Yeah,
close to no damage.
yeah. At this point, basically, like we're like a truck running through everything.
Yeah. Oh, no soul mass, sad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like this boss does a specific attack. It's called the Soul Mass. It's not gonna like teleport away, which is of course fast because. And if we had a bit more power, we could like 5-shot him, and we cannot. So we have to sort of take this as it is.
Okay. Now we're going to Undead Settlement to kill Greatwood finally.
We have 2 bosses left.
Second to last boss. And it's basically glitchless now.
Yeah. I mean, we are amending for our glitch scenes in this short segment by just like fighting the game normally.
Weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that freeze?
Yeah, yeah. So there was like a small. This happens like
Uh,
because this game is nice like that.
yeah. Greatly programmed, 10 out of 10 game. Oh, I'm always trying to do the FDC.
At this
And
point,
it
I just
never
face tank
works.
everything.
Yeah. I just do it because it's fun.
Yeah.
And this category is just it has completely no one runs it, so it's just for fun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I like it a lot because you get to see so much of the game, so many like different things that in other categories you wouldn't see. Like of course, like you miss all the DLC fun stuff, but yeah, it's I like it a lot. Like I mean, it's not a category that you run like seriously like competitively, but it's still like I've enjoyed a lot my time with it, and
Yeah,
I'm
same.
probably gonna do it again at some point.
Uh, I'm going to have definitely a vacation from DS3
Yeah,
once
same.
I finish this run. But overall, this game is pretty fun. Like, this category is as I said, it's really chill. You can just watch something on your second monitor while running it.
Definitely thing to do in between like grinding harder categories.
Yeah, it's a vacation category.
Yeah, I like that the definition. It's like I don't remember who was maybe Raz who said I'm on the current patch vacation. Because like in the same way, like any percent current patch is easier in some other ways, though it's not as popular or like some there's a main category as others. But yeah,
Yeah.
nothing too impressive about this boss. Just hitting the
Yeah.
sucks.
Cock and ball torture.
Yes. All right, we are nearing the very end. We're just like traveling to the dancer bonfire that we did before when we fought dancer, and then just go do
Okay, so
one long run. So
yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
be ready to stop the clock once we kill Vort.
Yeah, it's gonna take I think 7 hits.
Yeah.
Not really eventful ending of a run, but
Yeah.
you know,
It's
kind of be
it's
expected.
fun just killing Vort in 7 hits.
Yeah,
It's nice.
yeah. Usually, like in regular categories, it's a bit of a hassle to get fast, but in these, like you just like squeeze your R1 button and you'll be done with it. And there we go.
And stop it. It's done. Yeah.
All
Nice,
right,
Dark Souls.
GG.
GG's.
Dark Souls 3. Reverse boss order. In 123. Could have been worse.
Yeah, not bad at all.
That was a very, very solid run. That was amazing to watch. I would not expect any of the stuff I was about to watch on that run. It was
Yeah.
really cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, did you guys have any closing words or anything you guys want to say?
I just wanted to thank John for being here. And good luck to the next runner T.
No, you, Har, enjoy this as well, and we always do this commentary together, and it's always a bunch of fun. So
Yep. Alright. That's all, I think.
All right, for sure. Don't go anywhere, guys. We still got more runs. We got Peach Tea next, so don't stay tuned for that.